Hello everyone, welcome back to the Madcap Toys barn. Thank you for joining me. I myself am here, and of course Kathy today is over there to my left as usual.
Hi folks.
And we are going to talk to you about what's been going on. And I wanted to join Kathy today because usually here lately she's been doing a lot of the videos, as many of you have noticed. And I'm thankful that she's been helping us do this because I've been either taking in listing or doing some studies, or sometimes I'm taking them mowing the yard or taking a little time to get a little breathing air as it is. But we've had some different things happening over the last little bits, and I wanted to mention it. And if you are a fellow reseller on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, District primarily, let us know if you've noticed the same trends. I have noticed lately, over the last, I'm going to say almost a week, and it may not be quite 7 days, but it sure seems like the last 5 or so, our sales on the main eBay store and our secondary eBay store are just so sporadic it's pathetic. Would you not agree?
It's crap.
Yeah, it's just awful. We'll have a burst of, let's say, $50, dead. $50, dead. I mean, it's just off again, on again.
That's being nice.
Yeah, and that's being very nice. If you was to look at my chart, you'd, well, most of you, not all of you probably, unless you're just a reseller like us, would feel sorry for me unless it's happening to you, and I hope it's not, because I do believe that eBay sort of has been shutting off, turning on various servers. Because I go by that because the theory that I've seen, the tests we've sort of run while we're working on the site, one eBay store used to work whether the other store was or not. Because the one that was on was just really kicking it. For instance, Madcap Toys, it'd be kicking out of the park or doing relatively well. And by kicking out of the park, we can go up to 500 more in sales. But it's been about, I'm going to say about 3 weeks since we've hit that amount. We've been lucky to hit $100 in something in sales. It's been awful. And then the other store would be off. We're getting 1 or 2 sales at most. And as of late, that would have taken and took over the other site's job, and it'd be doing pathetic, and Madcap Toys Plus would be doing good. Right. Well, here's what's been going on for the last, I'm going to say straight, almost 2 weeks. My Mercari store has been out selling some days both eBay stores. Correct?
Yeah.
Last night, the night before that, the weekend. It's weird. Mercari is what we usually look at as our second tier store or third tier store. Even though it's not an official store, we look at it as a store because it is, but it ain't. Okay, that's just the way it goes. Poshmark's doing about what Poshmark does. It'll do sell here or sell there. But lately, Poshmark has been outrunning eBay a couple of days.
It
has 2 sales here, a sell there, a couple more sales here. So it's even been doing so. Now, District is still small and new, our Madcap market. I encourage you, if you aren't members, to join us. You can sell, and the fees are very cheap. And, you know, we're looking at 5% fees, basically, overall. It'd be 10% counting what they take out of it. But it's cheap, we're new, and we're just slowly growing. But it is a place to make sales. We've had, so far this month, it's been slow because we've not had any sales that I'm aware of right now on District, but it's a new month, so it will happen. It just isn't consistently shooting off because we are not big enough as a group. We've got 38 members. So if you need to join a place for an extra place to do more item listings for free, then feel free to check us out at Madcap Markets. But it's been a little quiet. But right now, I could not tell you what is going on with eBay. I'm not even trying really to guess anymore. I've sort of just letting it fly with the wind because Mercari's been carrying us through. We're very thankful for it. We've got quite a few sales tonight to tell you about. But before we get to that, please let us know if you're seeing the same dynamic effects on your sales. If you sell on eBay or other sites, let us know if eBay is still your main top seller, or is it one of your other sites that's been carrying you through, well, what I'm going to call the dark times of eBay. Angel, what do we got today? Where are we selling? What are we showing off?
We're showing off 13 items on Madcap Toys Plus.
13 items on Madcap Toys Plus. I'm going to let Kathy come over. Thank you for watching. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you.
Oh my goodness, guys. Hey folks, this is Kathy, Madcap Toys. You're back in the toy barn. I just told Daren, I was like, I don't have much to really talk about except for that eBay's just been in the crapper. Let's just be real for this past week. Pretty sad when you get home from your insurance job and you just see the payouts as dismal as a combo meal at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, that's being nice.
Sorry. That's being really positive, I guess. But just nasty. And today, there was just crickets on both eBay stores.
Well, so far this week, and we haven't even picked up the money yet from it at our other bank, Mercari is out paying eBay, which is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And I've been seeing other YouTube resellers also claiming that basically outside eBay places have been holding them up this week. Yeah, that's insanity.
And I don't mention names very often, but we've noticed even the other day at Shed Flips, Lonnie and Candace had a video. Yeah. And we thank you guys for when you supported our channel. Yes. Thank you. But Lonnie and Candace took and were saying, hey, Poshmark and Mercari carried us,
lifted it up,
and that was a good video. And guys, they're not wrong. They have more subscribers than us by a lot. But here's the deal, that has been the fact of it for the last couple weeks, off and on for us. And this last week or so, it's been almost entirely everybody but eBay.
It's been nuts. And so when you come home and you think, well, is there stuff to do? And it's like, Daren's like, well, you probably seen it already. I was like, yeah, in between phone calls, I was kind of looking and there was crickets. And I said, there's also crickets on mine. He was hoping my Madcap Plus was, carrying it up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. There was crickets. So let's hope that eBay gets their fingers off of it. We've said it 100 times before the last several years, but there's got to come to a point. There's a stopping point where they just take their hands off and let the site work.
And here's another thing too, and I know I'm jumping in, I apologize, but the site has been just so, it's just not normal.
It's not normal.
It is ridiculous how unnormal this is. Yeah. When you're paying a constant fee, you expect constant access to your product.
It's true.
And eBay is not keeping their contract with us as sellers.
No.
Sooner or later, the crap they're doing isn't paying off.
It's not.
And I don't believe all this advertising off and on. We should not be expected to advertise off eBay, especially when the sales are not there, period.
It is a fact. It is a fact. I don't know. You guys let us know in the comments below what you think, but it's just outrageous how things have been getting. And I even showed Daren a chart from back in 2021 when we had less items on, much less items on than we do today. How we were making more money.
Right.
And we haven't changed our dynamics on what we sell. It hasn't changed.
Well, here's the thought. Just quick numbers, and this is rattling off numbers. Maybe a little variance here and there, guys. So forgive me if I'm off a little bit, you that want to check numbers all the time. I'm just going to round things up. 15,000 items total listings on eBay. Okay? That's the main store. Kathy, how many items do you have total listings on second store?
3,543 to be exact.
And then on Mercari, we're right at or a little above 8,000 plus items.
Right.
District is over 1,000 items. Now that's including all of us, all 38 of us that are on there as buyers and sellers that we've all got listed on there.
Right.
And I've got another member that's talking about they want to start focusing on putting on District because they feel even though the sales currently are slower, they feel like they get better value, and they're about to close their eBay store because it's been so dead.
Yeah.
So, welcome, and I hope you do well, but just remember, always advertise your stuff. Share it.
Always be advertising for sure. We're going to get to it. Madcap Toys Plus, 13 items sold within the last little bit. And not as well-rounded as normal on this particular run, but we've been well-rounded in other areas when it comes to selling on Mercari and Poshmark. So that will be in the upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Very first one, this was a Blu-ray from well, it wasn't made in 1978, but the movie itself was 1978. Particular request on this one. This one's called "I Want to Hold Your Hand" from Criterion Collection Blu-ray, not from 1978. Already got positive feedback. The guy was really cool. He gave me a note and said, "Could you expedite shipment?" And I kind of knew what he said. He didn't ask that I was going to pay extra money to ship it, but he said, "Can you basically do this as soon as possible? Ship it out ASAP." At the time, going to an event on August the 9th, which will feature one of the actors, and would love to get this signed. I shipped it out the very next day. He got it.
Good.
Delivered August the 4th at the time. Positive feedback. Got it signed. Happy.
Right.
So it was
but
great.
I do want to make an addendum to you guys that are listening to this video. If you buy, make sure as best you can to give us plenty of time to get it to you before any said event, because we have had it where the post office will just lollygag with stuff.
I was worried about that.
That's beyond us, and I have had a negative feedback from that.
I was worried about that one, but this particular one, it went through great.
Good deal.
And of course, this one was found in the toy barn. This one sold at a very high premium, Daren. It was used $17.99 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping
now,
to boot.
What was that again?
It was a Blu-ray. I Want to Hold Your Hand, one of the ones that we bought in a lot.
Yeah.
So fantastic. All right, next up, I still have 2 sets of these left. We tried to sell some at a yard sale, it kind of failed there, but this person picked it up, and I still have a couple of packages of these left. 8-count Gabby's Dollhouse paper plates, 9-inch, and they bought a set of an 8-count. Found in the Nutcracker tote. And positive feedback. They loved the deal. Kind of moved these because, again, we tried them out to sell them in bulk, and the yard sale kind of failed. But I sold these, and I made profit, $4.49 plus ship.
Yep.
So very, very good for
Well,
that.
sometimes you make those, I'm going to tell you, hope takes out to the yard sales as it was, and sometimes you have hits, because we did have some hits, but we also had some letdowns because one of our partners didn't want to advertise his site.
That's true. And you got to advertise when you're doing those kind of,
to make sales, or
when
it's
you're
not worth
doing
your
those
time.
things locally, for sure. All right, next up, a DVD was brand new. It was sealed. Daren had been buying lots and in and out. Sometimes he does get some sealed along the way. This was the Mulligan DVD, brand new, sealed, never been opened. Sold for the average price of $6.99 plus ship. So did some comps on it. Wanted to make sure that it was sold at a reasonable price, and it did just that. Next up, another DVD. I told Daren this is probably going to be the media hit this time, but that's the way it's been going. Veggie Tales, Very Silly Songs. I remember that from the kids.
Yeah.
DVD 2007. This one was a used one, but a good one. Found in the toy barn. And you won't believe this, Daren. It sold for a higher premium, $8.99 plus ship. Made our money back and then some, because we don't try to purchase our DVDs more than $1, and most of the time we don't buy them for $1. It's much less than that. So worked out great.
Sadly, with all the fees that go on, let's just use again eBay as the example, prime example. If you advertise at all, if you promo at all, you will not make very much profit. Sometimes, if any.
That's true.
So you got to be careful.
It's the truth. Then we sold this one. Another positive feedback already on this one. From the former Kenny Rogers, 42 Ultimate Hits by Kenny Rogers. It was a CD back in 2004, 2-disc set, had both of them there. Found in the toy barn, and it sold for $7 plus ship.
Oh, good.
And next up, we sold another CD, but this one was brand new, sealed as well. So some of the sealed stuff has been moving out.
Good.
I think it's Sufjan Stevens, I guess. I hope I pronounced his name right. The Avalanche Outtakes and Extras from the Illinois album CD, brand new, sealed, of course. Positive feedback on that one again.
Good.
So keeping up on that. This one sold for a higher premium, $7.99 plus ship as well.
Good deal. It seems like a little bit more of our good stuff goes on Madcap Toys Plus as of late in the DVD category. And we're sort of trying to do that, so it sort of steers people there for now. But we'll have some others put on the other side as well.
Truth. And it sold a comic. So we had a comic that come up on this one. Dark Horse Comics, Conan the Slayer #10 comic book was found in the odds and ends in the shed, of course. We have it separated between Marvel, DC, and odds and ends that are outside Marvel and DC. And this comic sold for $5 plus ship.
Well, Chris Sanders will be crying in his bed because he loves Conan, but he was just a little late there.
A little late to the party there, Chris. All right, next up, continuing to sell records. This was a vinyl I just found in the toy barn a few days back. It's Bob State, Oops. It was OOOPS, so 3 O's. 33 RPM vinyl record. It was a promo copy.
Yeah.
Very good one. And this one sold for, wow, we gave a premium away for this one, $5 plus ship. Right. I think they asked for an offer. At this point, we didn't pay very much for it, so took a deal.
Well, and we have a ton of records still to list. It's just getting to them. I'd say several hundred.
We got several from a thrift store, and we didn't pay very much at all. Maybe quarters, nickels, and dimes for each one, and less than that. So we still profited really well on that one. Next up, a CD. Found this one a few days ago. This is the Gaither Vocal Band Christmas Collection CD from 2015. Also found in the shed. And this one sold for $6.95 plus ship.
Good deal.
Yep. And then more media. I tell you, I told Dan, lots of media here. Here's another one.
You did tell me, you said, warning, it's going to be a media day.
I did say that. This one was brand new sealed. This one's called Friction Baby for Better Than Ezra CD from 1996. And I found that one pretty quickly here in the toy barn.
He wants to escape. He's trying to fly away.
He's needing some cooling, I'm sure. And this one sold for regular price, $6.99 plus ship.
Good deal.
And this is really weird. You ever have it where you have a DVD movie and you have a couple copies listed and then you sell out both copies at the same time, but they're to two different people from two different areas of the world? It's really weird, but it happened to me. So I'll keep the picture up. The first one, What If? That's the name of the movie. DVD from 2010. This one was found on Adam Shelf 2. It sold for $6.99 plus ship. And then right after that, to another whole person.
Same day, wasn't it?
Same day. Yeah. On the other side of the nation. Another one, What If? DVD 2010. And that also sold for $6.99 plus ship.
Wow, that's
funny
good.
how
I like
that happens.
Well, sometimes I've noticed, and this used to be more common trend, you guys that are eBay power stars as it was, like we were. I don't know if they still do that or not.
I don't think they do.
No. But if you're old eBay sellers, so let's put it that way.
Back in the day.
Yeah, 25 years ago, you'd notice if one thing sold and you had a quantity, more would sell of that quantity.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really good that it went both that way. So it was just amazing. And lastly, we sold the last one here. This one was also sealed. It was a promo copy. Gran Torino Clint Eastwood full screen promo DVD 2003. Brand new sealed. I like that. Found in the shed. And this one sold for $6.99 plus shipping to boot. So yeah, 13 items there on Madcap Toys Plus. Still have pending on. Yes, even though we're not packing them, we've already packed them. We still have pending to talk about on Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus, Poshmark, and Macari.
Right, and I think this next one you're going to try to do Macari and Posh?
I'm going to try to, yes. Go backwards a little bit, do some studies, homework, and find out where I left off and go from there and do the best that I can. Our camera is starting to have heat exhaustion.
It's a stroke.
And so we're gonna actually have to shut it down now because it may do that again. It may have a seizure.
Well, I keep promising air conditioning to everybody. I never get to it.
We will, but within the next 3 to 4 weeks or 4 weeks or so, it's gonna cool down in here greatly. So it's no worries. You guys have been super fantastic. We're in the middle of the week. Keep selling. We're gonna keep listing, and we're gonna keep hoping for some more sales.
We're gonna get them.
We're gonna get them. You guys have been fantastic, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.